Hi there, as usually it's me, just a voiceover, and you're watching Review Machines. Well, my friends, winter seems to be coming, but today we have such a wonderful weather, so good for a bike test. You may remember our summer videos about electric fat bike picnic. Those videos turned out to be quite successful, so today we are going to review the newest model of this fat bike, its 4x4 version with double battery. We will see what it can do, and now meet the creator of these bikes. This is Fyodor. He also will take part in the video, riding on a standard rear drive version. Well, it's going to be an exciting test, so get comfortable, my friends, we are to start right now. First of all, as usually, let's look closer at the vehicle. The base here is a frame, welded of steel tubes. Strange looking exterior may appeal to you or not, but there are no indifferent to it. It's obvious that the whole design is based on popular American fat bike Super 73. Actually, Picnic is something between a bicycle and moped. It's quite powerful like moped, but there is a pedal drive. Besides, we see here a large seat like on a moped. It looks cool, by the way. As you can see, this time we have all-wheel drive bike. There are two electric reducer motors Bafan, 750 watts power each. Moreover, there are two batteries also. Each of them is 48 volts, 15 ampere hours capacity lithium battery. They are locked on the frame, but it's very easy to dismantle them and take away for charging. The same way to attach them back. The dashboard computer is very comfy and usable. Bright lights, huge info symbols and buttons. The handles are made of a qualitative rubber, they are pleasant to touch. There are 20-inch fat wheels and metal full-size fenders. Both wheels are equipped with hydraulic brakes. We turned the bike upside down and now can see that the idle rolling is pretty good, despite the motor. And finally, let's weigh it. The result is 42 kilos, and now I think it's high time to test it in practice. Let's go! Wow, what an insane beast! It's clear for me now that it's the most dynamic electric bike we have ever tested. Due to the double motor on battery, it's even probably excessively powerful. Just steer a little bit the throttle, and the bike accelerates insanely fast. Firstly, it may even frighten you. Generally speaking, it's really the bike with amazing dynamic performance. Then I should say it's rather light vehicle for such a power, so it's very easy to maneuver on it and turn around literally on the spot. Besides, it really provokes you to drive as fast as you can, because it's so fun. When we filmed the rear-wheel drive version, it seemed to me a very rapid vehicle, but when I tried this bike, I realized how cool it can be. The flip side of the 2x2 is the fact that you probably don't need it in real life. It's just an emotional thing, but for regular purposes, a standard rear drive version would be enough. Now let's compare these two versions in, so to speak, drag race.
Внимание! Марш!
As you can see, I accelerate twice as fast as my colleague, so if you want to surprise your friends on other e-bikes, this 2x2 version is definitely your choice. Well, the dynamic is one of the most significant advantages of the bike. But what about maximum speed? Let's find out. In fact, reducer motors provide an excellent acceleration and torque, but as to the maximum speed, they are usually not so impressive. But according to the dashboard, I'm going at a speed more than 60 km per hour. Well, frankly speaking, I doubt that it's true. So we will test it again on asphalt with GPS speedometer. Meantime, I want to mention perfectly working brakes. In fact, hydraulic ones is always very effective. Besides, no any creaks and other irritating sounds. As we can see, the 2x2 bike is awesome, but if it is useful in practice? I doubt that you will go on dirt on such a bike, but let's try it on sand. It's common knowledge that it's a hard task for a regular bike to move on a loose sand. But it's a piece of cake for our picnic 2x2. The front wheel doesn't get stuck in a sand, that is why it's so easy to move in such conditions. In this way, 2x2 drive can be really useful in practice, if you often have to move across sandy terrains. By the way, I should also mention that you can switch off one of the wheels at any moment to save the battery and switch on 2x2 only in harsh conditions. As I said, the reducer motor 750 watts provides a really decent torque, and we have twice as much. It's probably even more than necessary. Now the bike goes with 3 people on it. The total carrying weight is about 250 kilos, but it almost doesn't feel it at all. We even can climb on hills. Just imagine how the bike goes with only one rider. In search of new tests, we arrived at the abandoned Enduro track. By the way, do you know why this track is abandoned? The matter is, the locals got sick and tired of annoying noise of Enduro bikes, so the track was closed. But we on our e-bike don't irritate anyone. We are silent and eco-friendly, so we can enjoy our riding on this track without any troubles. And taking into account all the advantages of this vehicle, I have every reason to call it a dream electric fat bike. And I would call it so, but there is a drawback, and you probably may guess what I mean. I mean, the lacking of the suspension system. Actually, we tried to lower the pressure in the wheels, and the bike turned significantly softer. You can see now the low-pressure wheels working as a kind of a suspension on these bumps. But I would rather have a bike with a real suspension. Though it would be much more expensive. Well, we will speak about the prices a bit later. Now let's try to climb on some hills. But I think there is enough power to get over any hill no matter how steep it is. So there are only 2 variants. Either you manage to climb on hill, or the wheels just lose traction, like in this case. And there is nothing more but 2 most important tests, the maximum speed and range. As usually, we are going to recharge our batteries and see you soon. And the weather today is much worse. There is an icy rain, only +3 degrees. But it's time to start our tests. I will ride all the distance at a speed 25-30 km per hour. Let's go. While the batteries are full, let's check the maximum speed. As I thought, the dashboard speedometer is not true to life. In fact, the result according to the GPS is 44 km per hour. Maybe not a smash and face speed, but to my mind, it's a decent for reducer motors. I ride on a rear-wheel drive on one battery, so we will get the result from one battery, it just double it. Well, the rain seems to be changing for snow, but I keep on moving, pursuing the main goal, the truthful result. So if you are watching this sitting in your comfy armchairs, please push a like button to warm me a little bit. And now we are ready to see the final result. 45.5 kilometers with one battery. So with double battery we will get the range more than 90 kilometers. It's a good result for such weather conditions. And we have a final question, the prices. And the price is $1,800. Well, it's time to wrap it up. Thanks for having a ride with us, my friends. Please post your comments what you think of this bike. Consider subscribing the channel if you like this video. Stay with us, there will be many more interesting materials here. Goodbye.